And Mozart was a pianist. And he's trying to get America his piece.
You live, man, talking that crazy stuff now.
Uh-huh. America. How long were we live?
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
You piece of shit, you.
That is not our introduction.
America.
I know the
Welcome to. I hate you.
And take two, and 3, 2, and go.
Welcome to sports. In learning.
Take 3, and 3, 2, and
welcome to sports. In layman's terms.
America.
Yeah, them too. I will so. And to my right we have.
I am CB Franchise. What's up, America? Let's roll.
And to my left we have.
Boomhauer, apparently. Because no, TBD.
TBD in the building. And to her left.
A young man here by the name of Work in Progress.
I don't think he meant to say young.
Speak.
He said
what's
man.
going on here?
You know, you ain't working on yourself at this time and age. What the fuck are you doing? Just do that.
He called himself a young man.
I can't be young.
Wow.
Shit. I ain't 100.
If that's the bar for young.
I mean, he's a little itty bitty baby compared to George Burns. Rest in
Whoa.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Okay, America.
George Burns like, now how'd I get in?
Right. Catching strays even
Right.
when you're dead. Okay. Let's get into this. America, y'all know how we do. Y'all know where we do it from. We beaming live from Snooker's Pool and Pub in Livonia, Michigan. That makes us Detroit sports fans. No coach speak, no media spin, just fans at the bar with the drinks, talking sports just like you. Speaking of drinks, you owe me one. Let's just start off there.
Maybe I do.
You do. At the beginning of March Madness, Work in Progress here decided to bet me that
I mean, it's man, that's what we got.
that less than 2 11 seeds would make it past the first weekend. 3 of them made it. One of which is still in the Final Four, and I picked it. I'm geeked about that. But moving forward,
Whatever.
when March Madness first started, we all picked 3 teams to ride with through the entire tournament.
Yes.
TBD's teams are completely gone. In fact, they were gone before the first weekend
Here's
was
the
done.
problem that I have. I feel like you're too elated to say that, and I feel the vitriol.
I'm a little elated, and there is a bit of vitriol
It's
mixed with a little bit of venom, sprinkled with a little hate.
You want to be topped off with this?
That's what haters get.
Turn it up.
Well, Oakland didn't make it.
They did not.
Don't you
But
do that.
I'm not
Don't you
really.
talk about my mama's uncle, mama.
I'm not really sure why CB Franchise is talking, because none of his teams are in Final Four.
Oh,
either.
you down at the bottom with me.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even get no
They
more.
gone.
Come on in the room, big fella.
They gone.
I'll be
You
down.
didn't
I'll
get
be
no
down
more
with you, girl.
Okay.
I see you. I see you.
Get a room.
I see.
Listen. Final Four. UConn, that's your last chance. Because you only got one left.
And what a tough choice that was. I'm going to go with UConn. I think they might have a shot.
I chose third. You had to shot the pickers. Don't try that.
Right, he does have a point on that. You had first pick on all of this. And you botched it 3
So
times.
you did a worse job than me because I think I had the last one, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted something out on the limb. Something that,
Yeah.
speaking of coach speak is UConn going to win it all. Okay?
Going to.
Hold on, not if my dark horse, Alabama, has something to say about it.
Okay, see, there you go. That's not coach speak.
And if they don't get it, I still got Purdue.
They ain't gonna beat them either. Don't forget, you got a 7-foot monster too now.
Listen, there's a dude on NC State's team.
Yes, you talking about Big Baby? Yes.
Big
Burns Jr.
He ain't about having
DJ Burns Jr.
He ain't about having.
And I'm almost certain that he's like DJ Junior.
Yes.
This motherfucker's a whole whopper.
Yes.
He still ain't about having.
That baby makes Zion Williamson look like he's petite.
For real.
Remind me of Zach Randolph.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Yeah. But Buddy nice.
Dog is nice, though.
Buddy nice.
He reminds me of Pillsbury Doughboy with a little bit of a tan, though.
A little bit of tan. A little bit of burnt
A burnt up pill?
Yeah. What?
And
No,
what
I'm not going here with you.
We'll let you have that because it's no longer Black History Month, so you can have that one.
I'll tell you what, people may laugh at this guy and the way he looks, the way he plays, but you know what? This guy he can pass with the best.
He is dying. Right?
He got
He got a touch.
He
has got
that backboard game is serious.
It is. He hit it off the glass.
He's got an eye for the court. He's got an eye for the court, and he sees
And he
things.
can
And he's
move.
he can.
Buddy
He
can
can.
move.
He
Like,
can't move fast, but he can move.
No,
He can.
but
The footwork
Sure.
is nice.
when I
It's
move,
just
you
slow,
move.
just like that.
You still ain't gonna be easy, but okay.
We'll see. I mean, literally,
NC State doing their thing.
at this point, I picked Purdue to win it all. But at this point, I don't even care. I'm here for the shits and the giggles. That's it.
You want?
But on the flip side, there is also the women's tournament.
Yes,
And the bold part about it is
they've been balling.
they have been balling. But it's been overshadowed by some bullshit that happened last Saturday.
Like Angel Reese and Caitlin now.
No. Before they wind up playing Monday night,
Utah thing.
The LA Times story that dude put out when UCLA was playing LSU.
Yep.
It was Washington Post, wasn't it?
No, it was
Well,
the dude that initially wrote the article was a beat writer from LA Times.
Okay.
And he polarized it as basically the UCLA Angels, I'm paraphrasing, versus the LSU Devils.
Yes.
No. In America, look,
And he damn near put all that on.
the last thing that I'm going to do is sit here and like pull race cards when they're not necessary. But it was so much goddamn dog whistling in this, and I read the redacted version of the article.
Okay.
Because he initially came out with the article, got backlash. They had to go back and reword it and reissue the article. Even with the redactions and the apology right up front, it was still a bunch of dog whistling.
It was, and he wasn't even really talking about the actual game or it was the players.
At all.
Everything was like a personal attack on the players, not the game, not how they play, not they like it just
And the only thing that didn't. Hold on a second.
My personal opinion, I don't accept this stupid ass apology. First of all, because you meant what you said.
Because you didn't mean it. You didn't mean the apology.
That's one. And thank you. If you have to put that full apology ahead of the revised version of the article, bro, you should be out of a job. Seriously.
If you're gonna stand on business, stand on business. I'd rather you resign or be like, I said what I said and I meant what I said and I'm done.
And literally, like I said, the only thing that didn't make it completely racist is the fact that he even went in on the LSU coach, Kim Mulkey, and she's white. So this was just severe LSU hate all around the board.
Right.
But it was a lot of dog whistling in there, and I'm not happy with this outcome at all.
Like to me, it was reminisce. Years ago. I mean, probably years ago. Remember Rutgers?
The nappy the hole.
Remember when he?
That's exactly
remember,
what that reminds
it's almost reminiscence of that.
That's
which is
exactly.
just something that should not. Let the players play. Let the player,
correct.
That's what you should do.
Judging how they come to the game, like it was too much.
Yeah.
And unnecessary. And like Wib said, it had nothing to do. Or was that you? It had nothing to do with the game.
Nothing to do with the game. It was your personal feelings about the individuals, not about stats, not about the team, not about anything else outside of you irritated that this predominantly black team is they standing on business.
Yeah, I mean,
but it was unnecessary.
He did bring up something in this article that I'm gonna have to do a deeper dive in.
Okay.
And that was this thing that apparently there's a rift between Kim Mulkey, who is now LSU's coach, was Baylor's coach.
Okay.
And they're retiring her jersey at Baylor.
Okay, nice.
Sweet. But apparently Kim Mulkey's not gonna be there. There's a rift. People don't want her there. And it has something to do with, and I can't speak to it like fully because I haven't really took a look at it. But it has something to do, apparently, at some point in time in the past, Kim Mulkey made some comments about Brittany Griner being gay.
Okay. Well, so all of this stuff is alleged right now.
Yeah, okay. and there's supposed to be this. The views and opinions of Whip Dumbass
I've been saying, I ain't
the
getting
rest of the cast of Sports and Layman.
That's not a lie.
That's not. That's not the problem.
Okay, what's the problem? You said it. Whatever.
There's supposed to be some another sports story coming out about Kim Mulkey that goes deeper into
There's some
it
scuttlebutt
and
about
her
that,
and perhaps her alleged mistreatment of her players, that kind of thing. Because you go from Baylor.
Goddamn team, I get you that.
But here's the
This
thing.
is not the story about that.
Yes, but
That's
thing
not
is,
the story.
if you're going to retire someone's jersey, that's a way of honoring them because you respect what they brought to the team. And at this point, they're retiring her jersey as a coach, like her coachdomness.
No, not Kim Mulkey. Brittany Griner's jersey.
Oh, I thought you was okay.
No, Brittany Griner's jersey.
Well, then no, you don't need to be there if you got a problem. If you're not going to be supportive, but this is all alleged, so we don't know yet.
Right, and it's not just that. It's supposed to be about the mistreatment. Now, supposedly is that
from that particular coach
from
with that
Baylor. Then she goes to LSU, and remember earlier this year, she had Angel Reese bench, not playing, and not really sure what that was all about. So who knows?
Yep, we can do a deep dive.
But I'm just curious to see how that's gonna play out. And long story short, homeboy from the LA Times, fuck you. That's the fans' perspective on sports and layman's terms.
And spin.
But that happened. LSU winds up beating UCLA. They move on and they play number 1 ranked Iowa.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a game until it wasn't.
Yeah. It was a hell of a game until halftime. After halftime, it was over.
It was over.
Yeah.
Iowa did their thug thizzle.
Caitlin Clark started doing
thing.
Caitlin Clark shit.
So she got her revenge from that playoff from last year.
Right. So that happened. But the real big part about that particular game is the ratings.
I heard they had the top ratings.
Every game in football, regular season, and the majority of the playoffs. Every game in college football, except for Michigan, Ohio State, 12.3. And I think the news article said they topped out at 16 million viewers.
Yes. So congratulations, ladies.
I hope that the NCAA women's basketball use that as a stepping stone to build the program.
Yep.
I hope they do. I don't know what they will.
The likelihood of it happening.
But I hope that they do.
But these girls have been balling, like more people have been more entertained because they are playing solid fundamental. Each team, though, even the higher seeds to look, is solid. I've had more fun watching them than watching the traditional men's March Madness.
Their 2 stars are gone, so they won't.
No, their 2 main stars are gone.
Yeah, so
but right after the LSU Iowa game was the USC game, and Juju Watkins balled out. So they have people that they can
because even NC
put out
State
in the
got
forefront.
people on it. Like everybody has been balling. So it's not just being. I don't know their names. I just be looking at the back of their jerseys. I just enjoy the game.
Caitlin Clark, Reese.
Well, that's because their rivalry from last year, though. That's the main reason why I know them, because of the rivalry and all that nonsense that they surround around Angel Reese, where they added cat fighting and nonsense to them being 2 competitors, where she did this, talking about, I'm gonna get my ring. That wasn't her taunting her. They both.
No, they were both going at each other. It was taunting, but it was literally in retaliation.
And she was pointing to her ring finger. No, that's at the end of the game when she knew they were about to clinch.
This is from last year.
This from last year, though.
And it was in response to the John Cena shit.
Correct.
That Caitlin Clark had been doing. And then the media
added that nonsensical spin on it where it was on some nonsense. And then both of those young women was like, it ain't even that deep.
Right.
Caitlin's feelings weren't hurt. Angel Reese was like, that's what athleticism is. So, and when men do it, it's not that big of a deal. But I ain't going to go into that rabbit hole. But go ahead.
I'll tell you this, though.
But that's the main reason why I know their names.
And Reese didn't do a lot of talking. She got hurt. Her ankle was hurt at that game.
She did. She still balled, though.
Caitlin talked their ass off. She talked all her ass off.
That's what she does.
I'm saying, so the trash talk is trash talk.
Exactly. I'm not mad at it. But the main reason why I know their names is because of the previous history.
But just like they did that bullshit with Angel Reese last year.
Yep.
That's the exact same thing that this article
said. Yep.
This year.
It almost
not to be funny about it, but when it's Caitlin Clark, Oh, she's just a competitor.
It reminds me of how the NFL did Richard Sherman when he was like, "I'm the best quarterback." When it was his stop that made sure that Seattle made it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, and they were like, when he was with San Francisco.
Yeah. No, when he was with the Seahawks, Richard Sherman.
Okay.
And that's when the media was like, "Oh, this boy went to Stanford, graduate, educated dude." So because he was showing some emotion on the field, when Tom Brady does it, he's passionate about the game. So that's what it was reminiscent of. So it's like, okay, it's okay to be passionate depending upon what your makeup looks like. But when your makeup doesn't fit what's comfortable for you, now they're aggressive and they're vile. They're ruining the sanctity of the game.
Stop that shit, it's not like we can't see it. I don't know if that's a racial thing. They said something about Baker Mayfield. He ain't black. It is when they literally say that if you're black, they say it this way, and if you're not, they say it another way. They said the same thing about Baker Mayfield when he was in Cleveland. About they said about Sherman. They've never said the same thing about Baker Mayfield that they said about Sherman.
I don't.
Never.
He don't respect.
They've never ever called him a thug. Ever.
Called him a thug a couple times.
Okay, next.
Moving on.
I'm just saying. Go back.
Moving on. You know they did.
Before you move on, there's another little up and comer rookie sensation. Freshman out of Texas, Booker.
Yeah.
She's gonna be. She's gonna.
I'm gonna check her out.
Booker and what's the girl's name over at USC?
Juju Watkins.
Them two are gonna be the next two. They're gonna battle. Yeah.
And like I just want the NCAA to take that and run with it because they have a much larger platform now.
If you're going to have both sides of the team, you need to give the same level of attention, especially now that the world is more responsive than what they were before. I can understand not spending money on something that's not, but at this point,
how about this?
Put something into that.
Ratings add up to dollars.
That part.
So get your money. If nothing else, do what you need to do.
Make their jerseys like same thing they did with every other team, be it the Fab Fives. That was, you know what I'm saying.
But
do what you gotta do.
Speaking of getting their money, so we already knew that Caitlin Clark was going to the WNBA.
Correct.
She's a senior. She done aged out.
Yep.
Well, Angel Reese had 1 year of eligibility left. She's foregoing that, and she's hopping into the WNBA draft this upcoming year as well.
As she should.
So, this is literally Magic and Bird all over again.
That's what it feels like, don't it?
Is what it feels like. I mean, I know it's not on the same magnitude.
Well, that's
part of it.
That's all it is for me.
If you really want to say that,
and
that's all I got. But more than that, you have the two powerhouses coming out of college.
Yep.
And we perceive that there'll be these powerhouses when they go into the WNBA.
Expectation is here.
Right.
There'll probably be one, too.
So with that said, who's one and who's two?
I think Caitlin's one, and I think Angel Reese is two.
I think Caitlin's going to go one just for shooting alone.
Yep.
And then, I mean, shoot, flip a coin on this. Really, it all depends. Like, I don't know, like the teams ins and outs of who's drafting where.
Take the buzz out of it. Take the hype around their names out of it, and look at their games. Who would you pick one? Who would you pick two?
My choice is still stay the same.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll take Caitlin Clark one.
Yep.
I would take Angel Reese.
You a hater.
There had to be one.
No.
There had to be one.
I said take all of the hype out. The reason being, I believe
you can't pass up a shooter like Caitlin Clark. You can't pass her up.
All right, let's be clear. You can't go wrong with either one of them.
Correct.
You can't go wrong. And Caitlin Clark
reminds me of Sue Bird. So the way she plays, and she's just clean with
she reminds me more of Diana Taurasi.
Okay, I can see that.
Shot like that.
Huh?
They want to shoot like her.
When truth. She's redefining the shooting.
She's a bit like she's not a little tiny guard.
It's like this. Coming to the shooting scout here, Steph Curry.
Caitlin the Beast. Caitlin the Beast.
I'm not knocking it, but my reasoning for saying that I would pick Angel Reese first, and franchise, you make a good point. We don't know who's drafted first and what the need might be.
Right.
That's true. That is true.
It seems to me that Angel Reese is a better two-way player.
Okay, if you say it that way.
That's the reason. Better rebounder. Of course, she's not a better shooter. She's a better defender.
She can play whatever position, whatever team is having the first.
She can guard.
In that regard, I can see
damn near every position.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my sports nerd card right now.
Okay.
If I do remember right, Indiana Fever last year was the worst team, and the NBA getting that center power forward from South Carolina last year.
I believe you are right. You are pulling out your sports nerd card.
I am pulling out my nerd card. So I'm thinking if it's Indiana Fever, I don't think they're gonna double down below. They're probably get an outside shooter.
Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know what it was. But I do
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
I don't think from the lady from South Carolina was number one. I think
Angel's a little bit more versatile.
Her last name was Boston in South Carolina last
To
year.
me, though,
And
you just don't pass a Caitlin Clark. She shoots well.
But pick
What your need is, you always need a good shooter.
right.
That is a fair point, though.
Listen, I do.
But she plays fundamentally. Not saying nothing against Angel Reese, but it's almost like if the Spurs, Caitlin is just fundamentally just sound, and you know exactly what you're getting from her. I like Angel. Angel, she changes up the game, and she can do she knows how to fill the holes and stuff and do everything. So she's not always worried about her offensive abilities. She's gonna make sure the team what I need to do.
Caitlin Reese is AD.
And this make sure my WNBA nerd card came out. Indiana Fever does have the one pick again, so they do have someone down below that can knock some bodies down.
So then that means that it probably will be Caitlin Clark. To be fair, I said I would pick Angel Reese because I think she's a more well-rounded player.
Got you.
But
you ain't mad at
I'm almost certain that it's going to be Caitlin Clark.
I'm certain.
You got to pass Jordan.
For star factor. Well,
we're gonna go to that tall guy over there. Get that Jordan guy.
Well,
but in fairness, Jordan didn't really prove himself at the time of his draft class.
No, he just wasn't Sam Bowie at the time.
He wasn't Sam Bowie, but he was a bad bug.
It's sort of kind of like who knew at the time, because out of college, Sam Bowie was a bad motherfucker.
Yes,
it made sense at the time, but then fast forward history.
Didn't really.
It's like,
hey, hold on, but wait a minute.
Michael Jordan Pistons accept your thank you for making it great.
In that 1983 draft,
84
draft. Mm-hmm. Even then, they were still like, man, I don't know, Jordan or Bowie, I don't know. And y'all chose Bowie. Just like them dumbasses took old no motherfucking Durant.
Well, see, by then it was, but literally, they had just drafted Drexler.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
They had their two guards.
How do we go from Caitlin Clark to Clyde Drexler?
That's what I'm saying.
Because what he was trying to make, he was trying to make the analogy that this is like drafting Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan.
Oh,
but here's the
which
thing.
is ridiculous.
Oh.
But we
I'm not going down that rabbit hole with y'all.
Don't we got NFL talk soon?
Yes.
We do.
Because this is ridiculous to talk. You're gonna pick on Reese over goddamn Caitlin Clark. You're not gonna do that.
It's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Okay.
It's literally nowhere near
That's
Sam
almost
Bowie
like
and Michael
having the
Jordan.
argument of,
It's not.
was it like Carmelo and go ahead. Never mind. I'm not
Moving
going down this
on.
rabbit
We're
hole.
not
I'm not
doing
doing
this.
this with you.
At all. He literally is talking just
Half
for the
hour.
sake of talking
She
shit.
took a half hour at women's
Here we go.
She might be a Sam
There we
Bowie.
go.
Speaking of the NFL, so here's what we wind up having this week.
Cue the music. Oh, we got nothing.
Right. Dun, 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 dun.
So finally, Cam Sutton turns himself in after 3 weeks. Okay, cool. That's enough on that. We'll see how that happens, how that plays out. But not to be outdone,
I'll see your Tony and raise you more.
Rashee Rice is racing Lambos through the streets and the freeways of Dallas, Texas.
Oh,
Which why?
A rented one.
It was rented?
It's a rented Lambo.
I heard. No,
That
I
makes
heard
it
it was
even dumber.
leased. No, I heard that it was leased.
But that is still a rental
But
then, 'cause it's not
he
cheap.
leased it,
it
like
was
everybody
leased.
else
Not only was it leased, but it was a 2021.
It was leased for like a day or so. It wasn't his.
Come on,
Here's the thing, even if you lease it for 3 years,
No.
it's still not yours.
come on, it's a
It's
fourth
like
round
you
pick. You can't
Long
afford a new one
story
yet.
short,
Can't afford a new one yet.
you're
Fourth round
racing, and well, the news article
This shit's
they sort of kind of gave him a pass a little bit because it's like, well, we don't know if he was driving or not. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
He
Your
was in
name
the
is
car.
exactly.
It's yours. Your dumb ass.
And you are the notoriety person.
So
What are we doing?
here's
Don't get these
every
nutties.
offseason,
I don't either.
every offseason,
There's always one.
this is the shit
You
that
want
we
one?
go through.
That's at least 5.
Last year was Henry Ruggs.
Yep.
And he killed somebody. The year before that, it was Calvin Ridley with the gambler. Well, hell, last year it was J-Mo with the gambler.
It's always something. If it's not a DV thing, it's a drunk driving thing, it's a race thing. Like, what are we doing?
Is there anything that that these NFL teams can do to curtail this fuckery?
No.
From these young, dumb, entitled players. And they
don't have no like a moral clause in the contract.
They do.
Oftentimes they do.
They do. That's why a lot of them have lost their jobs because of domestic violence stuff. And at this point, if you didn't learn your lesson, I hate to take it, but this irks my nerve because you have an opportunity of a lifetime. And at this point, it's not the same league that it was at the time when Barry was, you know what I'm saying, where you govern yourselves accordingly. You go through classes. They give you coaches. They give you advisors to make sure you don't squander. Maybe don't give them all their money right away.
Or worse, at least everything ain't on fucking film.
That's true, too. And because, see, at the age of social media now, y'all know better. People can Snapchat you real quick. Everybody has instant access to you.
And nothing. I mean, literally, we're talking about
and perception
NFL.
Is reality.
We're talking about the NFL, but it's NFL, MLB, NBA, hockey, all of them.
Play tennis. Shit.
Because they're giving all these Because they're giving all these young kids all that money, and they feel like they're unstoppable.
So my thing is,
but they've been giving them money.
They have.
They've been giving them money. And maybe it's just, and to be fair, it has always occurred. Hello, Ben Roethlisberger. This has been going on.
It has. Yeah. Hello, Aaron Hernandez.
I mean, to me, I think we touched on that last week. You know, we remember that rookie symposium when Chris Cutter said, "Find yourself a fall guy," right?
Yeah, and they find
yourself a fall guy. But then it's like,
so what do
not to say this, the wrong way or to say it, but like, I mean, the NFL can only do so much. At the end of the day,
that's how I feel.
At the end of the day, if you need to call yourself an Uber, call yourself an Uber, okay? Because like, if it's me and I leased a Lamborghini, do you think I'm gonna let so over here take it for a $9.99? Heck no. So we know who's driving. Okay, I mean, we assume, but it might not be him. But
at the end of the day, if it's just like you have the liability on your shoulders.
I think it's the responsibility.
If you wasn't in the house fighting the dogs, but if it's your house and your property and your homeboys and you are the breadwinner for your family, you need to be careful who you associate yourself with.
The NFL can always so much when you sit there at the final moment, everybody's got to be responsible for it. Somebody's got to say, "Listen, man, maybe we shouldn't do this."
Yeah, and you know what? Y'all are 100% right. You do have to be accountable for your own actions. 100% true. You're right. And bottom line, correct. But I'm looking at it from this standpoint. These are multi-million-dollar businesses that are making. These aren't people. These are investments. Rashee Rice is an investment.
Understood.
Cam Sutton is an investment. Whomever it is an investment. and I just, if I am the owner of one of these things, or the general manager, or hell, the coach, I might have to put hands on one of these motherfuckers.
But then you're gonna lose your job.
No, of course, I'm not going.
I know what you mean, but
I would be so fucking frustrated.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Because at the end of the day, if you
every year
when they did the COVID stuff, when it comes to I'm not saying I'm going to the NBA, but when it comes to that, it's only so much a business entity can do when it comes to individuals. Because you have people that were violating the bubble response, so you can at least still make money.
Lemon Pepperloo.
You know what I'm saying? You violating the terms of COVID, not even just the terms of your contract. All for what? Chicken and strippers? And you want to lie about that? I have nothing against strippers. Shake it for the real thing. But what I'm saying is, it's only so much
I'm not risking the bag
And that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if they need to start stifling how you get your money so quickly. I don't know. But again, it's only so much they can do because they got advisors there to make sure that you make wise decisions as far as who you hire.
They set you up nice.
They set you up, and at this point, I mean, unless you want them to have somebody walk around with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's nothing that they can do. It's a certain level of accountability that you need to have because one bad apple does spoil the bunch because everybody is not doing this. So it can't be the league because this is not, they're the outliers. So let's not punish the full league for something that some knuckleheads that are irresponsible.
I'm just looking at it from the management standpoint. And
it ain't
to be
shit
clear,
nobody can do.
You all are right. Y'all are right.
I look at it this way too. It's like, back in the day when people would say like, my college said got in trouble. It's the coach's fault. This coach cannot sit there and like walk hand to hand with this guy from morning to night.
Yes.
So these guys that get in trouble, and nothing against the team that drafted them, nothing against the league that punish him.
You have to sever ties with that person.
I mean, we're all accountable for what happens to us.
Correct. If my son goes out and do something crazy, and I have any parent has had a conversation with their child about watch who you associate yourself with. Watch what you do. Pay attention to this. So if we can have that expectation.
Take the slow Lamborghini, not the fast one, right?
That part. Take the slow one.
Take the slow one.
Now, by that you mean the Power Wheel one that came up. You just had to charge that up when he was 3.
I'm talking about the Matchbox one. The little Matchbox.
The fucking end. You all just made a errant fucking Matchbox reference. You will not besmirch my childhood. We're moving on.
I like Matchbox and Hot Wheels.
Along with Dallas freeways, the Houston Texans appear to be on the Super Bowl highway. They just went out today, traded for Stephon Diggs for basically a ham sandwich. They've already picked up Danielle Hunter from the Minnesota Vikings to go on the other end where they already got Will Anderson. They picked up Joe Mixon, so now they actually have a running back. Tank Dell is coming back from injury. Who knew, even though he did go to Michigan, that was wrong. I apologize. Nico Collins.
Here's the thing. You didn't took a shot at George Burns today.
Nico Collins, you didn't deserve that. You have been balling out, even if you did go to Michigan. So they had a team.
You went to Michigan.
Bygones. They had a team last year. They won the AFC South, won a playoff game with a rookie quarterback. I mean, albeit he was all world, but now they go and upgrade defensive end, another top tier receiver, and they getting the top tier receiver back.
They doing their thing.
So we just gonna go ahead and say that they're a serious contender in the AFC. Yes, we're just gonna say that, right?
If they play well together,
they're going to be a serious contender in the AFC.
Oh, they're my pick to win the AFC South.
Not the AFC South, the whole AFC.
No,
all 4 divisions.
I don't know.
So you picked up a Super Bowl?
I think no.
I said they'll be a contender.
I think they'll.
Nah.
That is a fair point.
I think that they'll probably they'll be there again.
The Raiders is a contender.
But I think there's like a
if
lump
they suit up,
where they might take their lump. They'll win another playoff game, and then they'll take another lump, or maybe win that game and maybe get the AFC. But I don't think they're good enough to go to the Super Bowl just yet.
They got Super
I'm
Bowl
going to
talent,
put them in the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
Really?
Didn't I just say that?
Yes,
I'm not putting them there yet.
you did say that.
Thank you, Joy.
You're welcome.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I said.
He said they're gonna take the AFC South, which means they're gonna be the top in their division, which means
Then I
they're
said they'll win the
heard that
game.
part.
Then I said they'll win their game,
and
and then they'll win the next game. Remember last year they lost the divisional game against Baltimore. I said I think they will get there.
So then, cool.
Yeah. I'm same with you.
Good talk. We're
We're
on
gonna
the
get that
same
LA
page.
Times writer to write about
Now
me.
we have to listen to fucking
This is like
Whip
way
over here
too
talking
early.
I
about.
really am a thug. So there's
We're
that.
running way too early predictions.
Yeah, sure it is.
early predictions.
The AFC Championship game is Kansas City and the Jets.
Yeah, moving on.
Too many drinking projections.
Right.
You ain't been watching the game.
Yeah, I have. And in fact, along with watching the
They
moves that they
offensive line,
have
all that.
made, they haven't.
They did.
Mekhi Becton might as well be all 4 linemen.
They got 3 new starters on that line.
But just because
you know what? You do realize that this is being filmed. We're going to be able to go back and look at this.
You have to watch their moves.
You want candy camera?
I don't know how he had before he got here. He's always late though.
Ooh.
Shit, even Joey's here early.
Don't worry, because I'm telling you, with that boy Rogers back, don't underestimate him.
Nobody give a damn about no that dang Rogers.
I wonder what the over
because he's gonna have another injury. Oh, like what?
He had 4 last year.
They protected him now.
They protected him.
They did protect him last year. They had no line.
I'm not
so you're saying no, they won't be contenders in the AFC. I am putting them in the AFC Championship game.
They're not going there. I said they contend. They ain't going there though.
Okay.
I know they going to their locker room. They gotta put their uniform on.
Good talk.
Yep.
NBA.
You will not mansplain shit to me. Talk about good talk. I see you after the show.
Spring drinks. So, you know what? Why the fuck? Hell, we should have just did this whole show from Texas. So about a week ago, right? And we did the show.
Yep.
Where we were talking about it looked like the top 10 teams were set, playing games, all of that, pretty much set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, fast forward, Houston Rockets have entered the chat. They're maybe a game and a half out of the last play-in spot. Anybody willing to go out on a limb and say they're gonna make the play-in games, the play-in tournament?
They won't.
You say no. Franchise?
Damn, I guess it all depends on how Draymond Green does with. I mean,
you mean he choked people, or you talking about him playing the game?
Yeah. He had a big time block.
I ain't betting on a big time block for one time. Houston's an exciting team to watch. I like exciting teams. Yeah, I think Houston has a chance to get in the playoff game.
Now, for me, I think they have a very good chance of getting in there. It's just I'm really interested with these last 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
Whose spot it is that they'll be taking. Right now, I believe LA is 10, Golden State is 9.
No,
that's crazy.
LA is 9, Golden State's 10.
Is it flipped now?
Doesn't matter.
It never was. Golden State never was in front of them. LA is only 2 games out of fucking not playing in the fucking play-in at all.
Well, that's the whole point. Literally a week ago, it was solidified, and now it's only 2 games separating.
Only thing, the West has never been solidified. The East has. The East is set. The West
literally a week and a half ago, the 10 teams were set. Like everybody below the 10 spot was at least 5 games back, including the Rockets.
They were been there all the time.
No, they weren't, including the Rockets. The last however many teams.
Game or 2 up behind Golden State. They were already on a winning streak, and they just kept winning. And they wound up beating teams like Golden State and LA to gain games on them. That's how they wind up a game and a half, or maybe it might be a game at this point, a game behind them. No, you don't watch it. They have not beat LA. They lost them 2 games in a row last week. What are you talking about, man? Watch NBA sometimes.
So please tell me how it is they gain ground on them then.
They've been there all the time. They ain't getting the ground on nobody. They've been 1 game out so like the last 3 weeks.
They weren't. But okay.
Oh my God.
They weren't.
You don't watch it like religiously, right?
The only reason I will push back on it is because we did a whole topic on it where we literally broke down. It was after Golden State, everybody else dropped off, including Houston. So how would they have only been 1 game out?
They were 1 game out for the last 3 weeks. It wasn't no all of a sudden.
So you don't think they're going to make the playoffs?
No.
I got Houston. Yeah.
You got Houston. Who do you think they're going to knock out?
Golden State.
You think they're going to knock out Golden State?
What did they get knocked out? What the fuck? They're like 8 games behind fucking.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What is the Western Conference standings? How far is Golden State behind LA?
It's freaking 8 games or something like that.
It's a quick drive.
No.
Actually, it's like 4 hours, but that's neither here nor there. I mean,
in comparison
to Paris, I mean, you already gonna fight me.
Yes. So you're gonna just add
You're in fight mode already. Jeez. So Golden State, they're at 41-34.
LA.
Houston is right behind them at 38 and 37.
Where's LA?
44 wins, right?
Lakers are 43 and 33.
How many games are they behind? I mean, how many games is Golden State behind them?
Oh, about 9.
How many games is?
Oh, games back?
How many games is they back at LA?
No, Golden State's only back. They're only 1.5 games back from Lakers.
No, he said how you gonna go catch? They can't catch LA. My point.
How many games is Houston behind LA?
I don't think that was the point that you.
That's what he was trying to make.
Hold on. How many games is
3.5
behind LA?
LA.
So they can catch them. Correct.
Correct.
I mean,
so I asked again, who is it that you think they're going to put out? You say Golden State. Doesn't matter what you think. You don't think they're going to make it.
They're not gonna.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Well, that's cool.
I got to start watching the NBA. It's just boring.
It's getting exciting though.
Yeah, okay.
There's the top 3 over there. Okay. OKC, Minnesota, and fucking Denver. That's getting real exciting.
Now, yes.
Which, for the record, that's what I called. But you're not. Don't speak on that.
It's in front now.
I know. I said Denver. Now I know good and damn well. I said Denver.
You picked OKC
to be the number 1 seed. I did, and they've been flip flopping a half game for the past week.
The only one with flip flopping is Minnesota and Denver because OKC about to lose 2 games in a row.
They playing now.
And they losing.
Yep, to Boston. Now I know good and goddamn well I picked
You did.
Who you picked?
Denver, and
Denver.
Oh yeah. They probably gonna end up the first number seed.
But we will see. Let's move on. Last topic of the day, and this will be short because I definitely need a drink fucking with you. Damn. Want to do it?
If you don't need a drink fucking with me, then I'm not doing my. Hey,
but
if you don't need a drink fucking with me, then I'm not doing my job.
I got to try hard.
You done a very good job today, sir. But we're talking about baseball now.
Oh shit.
And
did they do that?
Listen, let's be very, very clear about something, America. Just so that you all know, I said at the beginning, they are.
That's what I thought.
I said at the beginning of the show, we're Detroit sports fans. That being said, I need to make it very, very clear. We don't give a fuck about what's going on in the rest of the MLB. We care about the fact that our Tigers are 4-0, and he's a hater.
Yeah.
So
what's up about?
That's a 40 ounce.
They got the whole 40 ball.
St. Ives.
Now, a lot of that is in part to the fact that their games have been getting rained out the past 2 days.
That's right.
Should be 6-0.
Because we could be 6-0. But we're going to fix that tomorrow.
I did watch a couple innings.
Nice.
I watched a couple of innings.
I'm actually surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm actually,
slightly impressed.
I'm impressed.
Do we think that they're good?
She didn't say I watched a couple periods or I watched a couple quarters. She actually said I watched a couple innings.
You were on a slippery slope with this
I know the motherfucking difference between all the goddamn shits now. I know they play innings.
That was not a reassuring.
Which thought they played?
Between all the different shits. I said what I said. I know that college play halves, except for the female basketball, which I don't understand why they play quarters and they play halves.
I never got that.
That's weird. But I know there are innings in baseball. Like, stop playing with me.
All right, but do we think that they're a good
And there
team?
are birdies and bogeys in golf.
That was a birdie.
Yes.
There are. You got me saying the stuff shit you finna say. Do we think that the Tigers are a good team, or have they just been playing bogus teams to start?
Well,
I mean,
they haven't played bogus teams to start, but I'm not gonna say they're not good because you beat the team you're supposed to beat when you're a good team.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. What you just said, like, when were we accustomed to say that the Tigers should be teams that they're supposed to be?
Correct, because I was going to say
because in the past, we're losing these games.
Didn't one of our seasons?
But
the first 10 games
and the same thing, and the same way too.
That's what I'm saying.
Pitching's been lights out. I mean, it's great. I'm hoping that the pitching can last a couple more weeks until the bats heat up when it gets warmer outside. But I would like to see a little bit more offense. But again, I don't think we can say we're beating teams we should be beaten because you know what? We're
the team
we don't know what
everybody's supposed to be.
Correct.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially given how we played the last couple of seasons.
Me.
Kenny. I don't know. Be according to everybody.
It's not to everybody.
Think about how we played these last couple of seasons.
Last year,
they weren't the worst team in the league last year.
But see, just because you're not the worst.
We weren't, but
okay.
we were not.
But we were predictable.
They were not consistent last year.
What I'm saying is, people, it's almost like how, and I do a lot of comparisons, how everybody used to see on their roster when it was NFL, oh, we playing the Lions, that should be a cakewalk. So when people see that, they think it's a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we were.
You can't say we beat the teams we're supposed to beat, but we've been getting our ass whooped. Yeah.
We have been. Even last year. And hold on. Last year, and you should know this, you lost money to me on this.
How many wins they got last year? 70-something, right?
78.
That's not a team you took. You certain I'm supposed to beat.
Yes,
do you remember? Hold on, wait. Do you
games.
remember why we had a bet? Do you remember why we had a bet? Because the over under for them was 69. Shut up. The over under for them was 69 wins.
Against Michael Penn.
I got you.
Terrible. And they overachieved. They did better than what was expected or what was projected. Keep things coming.
They had an error once with 68.
Right now, the beat team they're supposed to beat if they're gonna be a good team. Simple as that.
But if you're gonna be a good team, you shouldn't beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Being a good team means you beating the team that everybody expects you to lose to. Correct?
I mean, but beating the team should be is beating the teams in your division. If the Tigers are gonna be a really, really good team, you have to go win some games against the East.
Correct.
Go beat Tampa Bay. Go beat Baltimore. Baltimore to me is taking the East. Baltimore's going to take these.
Baltimore is
if you go to the West, if you go to the West, you got to beat the Rangers.
You know what they're gonna do yet? You haven't played them yet.
And that's what we.
You can literally only play the games that are in front of you when you play the games.
So right now they're beating the team they're supposed to beat.
No. They're setting the tempo.
No, they're beating the teams they're playing. I'm not going to
say anybody's beating the team they're supposed because you never know what's
going to happen. More importantly. Okay,
wait. Are the White Sox supposed to
Are the White Sox supposed
to beat the Braves? Did you expect them to be 4-0?
Well, they did. Well, they did.
That's the Braves' fault.
Did you expect the Tigers to be 4-0 this time, Kenny?
Hold on, wait.
Did you expect the Tigers to be 4-0 right now?
Move back, franchise. He's pushing goalposts.
Actually, I did.
You are lying.
I expect them to beat the White Sox. I didn't expect them to beat them.
No, you expect them to be 4-0.
Do you expect them to be 4-0? And no, you didn't. He's lying.
I don't expect them to lose. I expect them to win at their home opener as well. And probably lose the next game.
So you mean to tell me you thought they were going to start off by sweeping the White Sox and then sweeping the Mets? That's what you thought was going to happen.
But you are lying.
But Oakland's a team that should
beat. I expected that.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I also expected to snow in July. What the fuck are we talking about?
It's real easy to say that when we've never heard you say it.
I'll take a Captain Cold for 200, Alex.
It's already happened. Like, I knew the Lions was gonna make it almost to the Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up.
It hasn't happened yet, though.
I said almost. They didn't think they was gonna make.
I said I expect them to win.
Nobody believes you.
I know. That's it.
Nobody believes you.
But it's just
you're not even a Detroit fan.
It's all facts, big facts.
You ain't even standing on business.
But
you standing on contracts.
I'm gonna say this.
Negotiations.
This is out of a 4-game sample size. I think that they are actually a good team, and it's because of how they won.
They threw the ball.
The pitching is lights out.
The bullpen lights out.
I don't know baseball strategy. You throw the ball,
and we all know it's cold outside.
The batting through the first 4 games leaves a lot to be desired, but they
throw that ball.
They get timely hits.
True.
When they need to get shit done, they get it done. Whether it be pitching, whether it be hitting, they've been getting it done. They were behind 6-4. Come back to win 7-6. They were behind 3-1. Or no, 2-1. Come back to win 3-2.
Right.
The last game they played, it was zeros.
Going in the 10th.
And they put up a 5 spot to ensure that they were going to win. And then the closers came in and shut it down.
Yeah.
They do what they, from a situational standpoint, thus far, they've done what they needed to do. That's what good teams do. It ain't got to look pretty. Just get the job done. And I think it's going to continue.
I think so.
I hope so. I mean, I'm, you know,
I like the momentum.
I
They actually made me watch.
Wrong. He said to take
No. What you said was you expected them to win some. Knowing good goddamn well you never said that.
You did the first thing you ever asked me what you talking about.
That is not the first.
We haven't talked. I ain't talking about baseball.
Kenny drinks.
So we talking about baseball.
I haven't talking about baseball.
We be over here having our own little side conversation while y'all do the statistical ball hitting ball, base run, base.
We talking about baseball though. This is my first show talking about baseball.
Right. So don't come out here acting like, man, I've been saying. No, nobody knows.
You asked me a question, I answered. I said I expected that.
And we responded. We don't believe you.
Okay.
And we stand on business.
If you don't believe me, strike that match in her head and turn on fire.
Well, you already smoky.
You know what?
You walked yourself into that one.
You
didn't have a comeback.
What? We gonna go to the bar and talk about this for real. America, it has been real. This has been sports in layman's terms.
Expectations.
We know you heard something ridiculous today.
For 3 fingers pointing back at you.
So, what is this, the 4th fucking grade? Listen.
I'm rubber, you on glue.
If you like what you heard today, if you didn't like what you heard, let us know about it. You can reach us on X at Layterm Sports. It is X, right? X, Twitter.
Yes, it is.
I'm working on it.
Knows nowadays.
You can reach us on Facebook at Sports in Layman's Terms. Hell, you can even Gmail us at sportsinlaymansterms@gmail.com. You know that we're always here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. YouTube.com. Sports in Layman's Terms. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the page. On behalf of Stevie Franchise, CBD, and this, you know what? I'm not going to work in progress. I'm Willie Soso, and this has been Sports in Layman's Terms.
Good night, America.
You drink too much.
This man said, who knows what they're going to pick? It's going to be LBGTQ.